Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Civil Canadians. I'm Scotty V and I'm here with King. I'm going to introduce you. You're good?
I'm good, Scotty. How about you, buddy?
I'm doing alright.
That's it.
Yeah, so, you want to go off, start?
Okay, guys. Well, first of all, we just want to thank everybody for actually showing up and putting up with a lot of our memes, little messages that we've been sending the promos over the last 3-4 weeks. Did it all fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. So we're just glad you're here with us for this first episode of our show, and hopefully from this day forward, right, Scotty?
Right.
Okay.
I know we were a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's okay.
Oh, you have to be, right, to get noticed sometimes.
Yeah.
So anyways, so first thing we're going to start off talking with, guys, we're going to get into what we kind of watched or didn't get into last week, basically. So, Scotty, what'd you do last week, buddy? Did you do anything fun?
I didn't do anything fun, but I know I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was pretty sick what I watched.
It was good.
Yeah,
I watched it. I watched with the Ghost Rider and whatnot.
Let me tell you, the CGI was really good. And let me tell you that when I watched the Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, it was garbage.
Well, when you look at it, yeah, the character, just the way they're taking the character with the car, just even the special effects, I would say.
Oh, yeah. And the last scene when Fitz, I think it was,
Fitzsimmons.
Fitz and Hunter and Ghost Rider were all in that room.
Yeah.
And Hunter was locked in that, I don't know, chamber or whatever it's called. And he saw Ghost Rider transform and he just like...
Yeah, it's just crazy. Just to see that skull flame up and whatnot.
Yeah, I was just like, Hunter's face was just like...
Yeah, he didn't know what to say. He was just shocked. It was really, really funny, right, I tell you.
No, well, that's pretty much my week and what I watched. But I can't wait for Supergirl, you know. I'm wearing the shirt.
Oh, yeah. Someone's sporting a Superman logo over there.
Oh, yeah. When I saw the trailer for the premiere, I almost crapped myself. It was so good.
Even I'm going to admit it, I'm not really a big Supergirl fan. Watch it here and then when the Flash appeared there in that crossover little miniseries there. And even then, yeah, I just, no. But now that they're introducing the Man of Steel, I guess, is showing up this season.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes.
Ooh. So hopefully, yeah, it's going to do Superman some justice there, Scotty.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see that, you know?
Yeah, I'll give it a try myself. Maybe I'll give Supergirl another try and see if, the Man of Steel kind of hauls me in or reel me in there to watch the show there. Mm-hmm. But definitely a must-see for next week, along with The Flash. Got to quickly mention that The Flash is starting...
next week? Tuesday?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
I don't watch The Flash. The only episode I watched was the end of season 2.
Uh-oh.
With Zoom.
Shame on you.
No, hey, I'm not into Flash, but hey, I was never into Supergirl. Then I started watching Supergirl, and it was pretty good.
You know what? So. The deal is, you give Flash a chance, and I'll give this Supergirl a chance there, you know? Just you gotta remind me, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. What else did we do? I didn't really want to talk about this subject, but this whole remakes of movies and whatnot, Scotty, I think they got to stop.
Oh yeah, because a lot of the remakes are pretty bad, even with music too. I'm throwing that out there.
Trust me, Scotty. You know me, I'm all for them if it's done right, like the Magnificent Seven. I could see that working. That's one remake that I'll pay to see with Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, and a whole bunch of other all-star cast characters there. I wouldn't mind seeing that. The one that, I really wanted to like, and I think, Scotty, was the new all-women's Ghostbusters fiasco, I'm going to call it.
I'm just going to say before you share your opinion on that.
Better.
I saw the trailers.
Yes.
It was really bad, except for one part. I think one of the Ghostbusters was trying to slap out a ghost of one of them, and... See, this shows you how much I care about Ghostbusters. I don't even know the characters' names and the actors' names, or the actresses, I should say. Mm-hmm. But watching the trailer, I'm like, no, this is not going to compare like the original Ghostbusters.
Scotty, trust me, I seen it, and I still don't remember the characters' names. That's how bad it was. Honest to God, I think the trailer probably was better than the entire movie.
No, for sure.
I'm not going to think, even the cameos, spoiler alert, guys, I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but if you're watching us now, Ghostbusters has been out for a while. I seen it over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't. Just even the cameos, I felt sorry for the cameos that were in the movie, especially from Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. Yeah, it didn't look too pretty. Scotty, I tell you, it was bad. Like, you would think that a movie with 4 women that are comedians, well established and whatnot in the industry, would make the movie interesting to watch. No. The movie was flat. When I mean flat, flat, Scotty.
Oh yeah, I believe it. You know, like a lot of the remakes out there is pretty bad.
Please, we're begging you, stop. Don't stop with the remakes. Come up with creative ideas.
Who was the studio that made the remake?
I don't know, but apparently it was the same director with a little bit, I think an executive producer was Dan Aykroyd on that lovely thing. So I don't know if it was more, let's put my name there and kind of hopefully get people to the theaters. But yeah, I don't think there'll be a Ghostbusters 2 with that cast, you know. Yeah, they could have done better things. And even Mr. Thor himself couldn't save that movie. Like, yeah, it was...
He didn't have his hammer. He didn't have his hammer with him.
He didn't have his hammer. He didn't. I tell you, it was just really bad, and just I don't know, stealing ideas from the old previous movies and whatnot.
Like everybody says, let's hop on the train. Give the rights to Marvel.
Exactly. You know, if Marvel can do something with their little twist, something, I don't know. They might even throw a couple superheroes, and you know what?
You know, even though they're not a Marvel property, but you know, Marvel will do a pretty good job.
Exactly.
Hey, Kevin Feige, hey, you know, we got you. We got you.
And I'm not too sure that you mentioned Feige. I don't know if his name was attached to this whole
I
thing.
hope not.
If it was, I would delete it fast. Like, it was bad. Like, oh my gosh.
For sure. I wouldn't put my name on that.
No, it was bad. Like, the highlight, honest to God, in the whole movie was Slimer. He actually shows up later in the movie. I swear to God. Spoiler again, guys. Ends up hijacking the car and goes for a little cruise all around the city, and then he manages to pick up another, I want to call her Slimette, a female version of him driving around with a whole bunch of ghosts. That was the highlight of the movie. And trust me, I struggled to watch this thing, and you know what? Being an old Ghostbusters fan from the old movies there, yeah, I just, you know what? Yeah, just don't even watch it. Don't buy it. No. End it. End it now.
All right.
All right, buddy. What's next, Scotty?
I don't know. What is next?
Let's see.
What do you want to talk about next? Oh, I want to congratulate Team Canada for winning the World Cup of Hockey yesterday.
Excellent. That's right. That was something else.
If you saw me last night, guys, I went bananas. Like, I kid you not.
Did you?
I was screaming. My sister texted me on my phone. Calm down. What are you doing? Why are you screaming? I can hear you from up here. I'm like, listen, Canada was losing 1-0 the whole damn game.
I heard, like, honest to God, I fell asleep through the game, I'm not going to lie to you. And then, I don't know what woke me up, but with 3 minutes left, that's when I had to get up. Left in the game, that's when they tied the thing. 41 seconds left, was it?
40.
When they actually scored that shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
And that was game over.
Basically, the last minute of the third period was crazy.
So we could have just fast-forwarded the whole game pretty much, right?
Yeah,
up to
pretty
that
much.
moment, and that's all she wrote?
Yep.
Unreal.
Canada, you know how to put us on the edge of our seats, let me tell you.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is coming out in November? Doctor Strange.
Yes, I seen the lovely new trailer. And that thing is just like Inception on drugs. That's the only way I'm going to describe it.
I think so. I was watching one of the teaser trailers or the TV spots, whatever. Yeah. I think it was a TV spot. And it said change your reality as like one of the taglines.
Yep, it did.
And the city just flipping upside down was like...
Oh, it's nuts. Like, and if it's going to be shot in IMAX, could you imagine just sitting there and just watching the details in the movie itself?
I think I'll puke.
No, honestly, it looks good. I was really a little bit worried about it because, you know, Doctor Strange wasn't one of my cup of tea to kind of like follow as a kid.
Yeah, if you guys were to ask me what I know about Doctor Strange, I know nothing. All I know is he's a doctor. He gets into an accident. He can't be a doctor because his hands are damaged. And he becomes a sorcerer. Yeah,
so his accident helped him change the person he was. He was more like a stuck-up kind of guy. And then, it kind of humbled him, you know?
And one of my buddies asked me, is this connected to the Avengers universe? I'm like, what?
Let's think, Scotty. Marvel movie, I think so.
Yeah, because he's like, how come Fantastic Four is not made with Marvel Studios?
Fox, guys, Fox.
Fox makes one of the worst superhero movies, except for Days of Future Past. That was pretty good.
Yes.
If you pay attention to one of the trailers, Wong, in the comics, he's one of the Doctor Strange's servants or butlers.
Yes, he is.
Something like that, but in the movie, he's not going to be. He's going to be like one of his like mentors.
Oh, okay.
with
kind of like a sensei.
yeah.
Character.
And he mentioned that the Avengers saved the world from physical threats, and the sorcerers protect them from a more
like a mystical
magic realm thing, which they may introduce Mephisto, maybe, you know?
Yeah,
the
or
devil,
Dormammu, if you guys have heard of him. He's one of those, I guess, the major villain in the whole Doctor Strange thing that he wants to come through and take over the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you're going to get probably your Guardians of the Galaxy
crossover
tie-in. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit thing at the end of the movie there, you know, and they're 1 and 2 little sneak peeks at the end, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's gonna be good, you know. They got a good actor, Cumberbatch, as Doctor Strange, you know.
And speaking of Cumberbatch, I was reading something this morning that Cumberbatch confirmed that he's in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, so there you go. It's starting already.
But he didn't say if it was a big part or just a cameo, because if you look online, there's a picture of Thor holding a card that has his address on there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Guys, I don't know anything about Doctor Strange. All I know had his address. I'll learn eventually.
You can look it up.
You can look it up, but I'll look it up eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
But when I saw that, and I was watching a few other YouTube videos, and I was like, whoa, can't wait to see that stuff go down, you know?
It's gonna be good, man. If they're kind of like taking a little bit, I guess, from the Marvel Netflix stuff that you're really into watching, Scotty. I haven't watched like Punisher on Daredevil or anything like that yet. Been told to. Eventually I will. There's just so much to see at one time, you know?
I did watch Luke Cage, which did premiere today.
Was it a decent
I just
episode?
watched the first episode and like 10 minutes of the second. It's alright.
It's good.
Those are not my kind of shows. I prefer the lighthearted stuff, but you know. It's too dark for me, but you know, one can argue if the story is good. I like Daredevil. Even though Daredevil was like...
Yeah, I gotta watch season 1 and then catch up on season 2 and then...
Yeah, season 2 is like really badass.
You gotta cut me a break, Scotty. I just got onto the whole Game of Thrones thing there. The guys at work were kind of like telling me, you gotta watch this show, and I put it off for, I think, the first 3-4 seasons, and then I just didn't watch the whole thing, and now caught up with all the rest of you guys there, and it's like, oh my god, how long do we have to wait for that? Until like April or May of next year? Just for 7 episodes. Which, you know what? Hope I don't lose interest by them. But I think we've got so many movies coming up anyways with Spider-Man and whatnot, right, next year? Yeah. So I think we're going to keep ourselves a little bit busy on that front, Scotty, you know?
Oh, and I can't wait for Spider-Man. They've been releasing a lot of photos from Spider-Man Homecoming, and let me tell you, it's looking pretty faithful to the comics.
It's good, you know, like they got this director, apparently he's trying to do a Ferris Bueller kind of take on it, and a little spin on the characters, you know, and... this whole, Mary Jane controversy, everybody is complaining, you know, about the skin color and all that craziness.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me, Scotty.
Let me tell you folks of the internet as well.
Okay. We're listening, Scotty.
Who cares if she's black, white, green, blue? Who cares?
Exactly.
If she can play the character, she'll play the character.
Yep.
And
I agree with that.
I have no problem with Zendaya playing Mary Jane. She's not Mary Jane. Because there was some redhead with Spider-Man swinging.
That three different actresses or something they were tripping about with red hair and whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
And there was someone spotted with Spider-Man swinging. So, like, come on, guys. Like, really? A lot of my buddies are like, oh, Zendaya can't be brown. She can't be black. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up.
Listen, Scotty, I grew up with Spidey.
Exactly,
you know,
so did I.
Trust me, and you know what? As long as the actor does her due justice, that gets the essence of her character, I'm good with it.
Exactly.
You know? That's all I care about, because just think, they got the proper supposed characters before in these other little Spider-Man movies, like the Amazing Spider-Mans, and why did it bomb so badly? So, you know what? Marvel can't miss anyways, for my opinion. You know, whatever they touch turns into gold.
Oh, for sure. But anyways, you know how people are.
Yes.
But you know, I can't blame them. They have their opinions. Everyone has their right.
Definitely.
If people think Mary Jane should be white, then that's your opinion. You're entitled
they shouldn't be watching movies then, you know? they should grow up a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know? But it's all good. It's all good.
Times have changed, Scotty.
Oh,
right?
for sure. You know what? It got to a point where you have to respect everyone's opinion. And if you don't, you probably need to get your head cut off.
That's the thing. And, you know, everybody's a little bit too sensitive and everybody's full of opinions, especially the new age of even YouTube and Instagram. Everybody has an opinion, and you know what? Just sit back, enjoy the movie. You know, you guys are not paying for them after all.
Exactly.
You know, you might be paying for the ticket to watch it, but it's entertainment for a reason, guys. It's not reality. So
Exactly.
back off and I would say relax a little bit on that.
Just a little bit, especially if
Okay,
you're talking to me about Spider-Man, you better prepare for a fight.
That's right. You know,
Because I don't go down.
if he's not freaking out over it, then you know what? I think we're safe, guys.
From my friends, listen, I guarantee you, if they drop a Spider-Man trailer next month,
Oh, people are gonna go crazy for sure. Superboy.
I will do a reaction. Just tell me, I will do a reaction. I kid you not.
Oh, he will, and I'll be along his side there to hear it. So hopefully my ear doesn't fall off when he does do it.
yeah.
But you know what? I'm looking forward to it too.
I hope they don't spoil too much in the movie or in the trailer.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm the firm believer of that too, Scotty.
Like
you know?
they did with the
show less. Just like what's that movie that's coming out right now that they're showing little bit by little bit all the time? Not Star Wars, the new Rogue One. There's another one that's coming out. They're showing little by little, but they're not ruining the movie. I can't think of it, but that's what happens when you're my age. Yeah, you remember things partially.
You're getting old, my friend.
That's it. I think I really am getting too old. It catches up to you guys. Trust me. A little too much fun, you know. Too much to contain in this little brain here.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
You know what? How about some new Blu-rays, Scotty? That's your department. You know what's maybe coming out. What new ones are we going to... I know Age of
Apocalypse, the big one, Apocalypse is coming out Tuesday, October 4th.
That's right.
I wasn't a fan of that movie.
You know what? I would have to agree with you because, you know, yeah, like all these little extra tidbits they were sending us, like if you go on IMDb even, they'll show you like alternate sketches of Apocalypse and what they could have went with, and some of the other stuff that they were showing there, Scotty. Yeah, you know what? I would have been more sold on the.
It was a big letdown compared to Days of Future Past.
Yeah, it was.
My only favorite two X-Men movies are X2, of course. I think that's everybody's favorite.
That's crazy. Lady Deathstrike in that one.
Yeah, Lady Deathstrike.
That was cool. That was a wicked scene. That fight scene was crazy.
And Days of Future Past. That's about
Those are
it.
the two you like?
Those are the two I like because
I like Scotty. I'll tell you right now because I went to go see in the theater. Was the first X-Men.
the very first one.
What sold me and my buddy at the time, God, grew up as kids with him. That Wolverine fight scene in that, I'm gonna call it that cage, that fighting scene, and just that sound when he punched the guy and you hear the that cracking noise there. That was crazy. I knew from that thing, and Hugh Jackman too, because that was another stink if you can remember correctly. Wolverine's supposed to be my height. 5'3.5", but yet he was a 6'2" guy, Australian guy, to boot on top of that. And no, man, see, that's the thing. There's that typecasting thing with that whole Mary Jane thing again, Spidey. See, they didn't like who played Wolverine, and now everybody loves
Hugh Jackman.
So you know, it's one of those things. It'll grow on you, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, definitely to go back to the X-Men, the first one, second one. I kind of liked, like I said, that Lady Deathstrike scene there. Just the way they shot that whole film was crazy, and you got a little bit of the Wolverine.
I just didn't like how she died.
Yeah, such a good character, and to get rid of her like that, yeah. Trust me, a lot of the comic book movies they get rid of the wrong things, but you know what? We'll get it right eventually, anyways, right? We'll see how this new Wolverine movie is coming out in March.
Yeah, give the respect to Marvel.
That's right. Mr. Sinister, guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
I really hope Wolverine bombs.
Hey, easy. He has to go with the bang, Scotty. It's his last movie.
Yeah, but I hope it bombs.
So then the rights can slowly trickle over to Marvel? Is that what you're kind of hinting at?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fantastic Four is already with Marvel. They're just not saying anything.
It's a quiet side deal there. I don't think
for sure.
Trust me, they're coming.
Because what they're going to do with Phase 4, they haven't announced anything for Phase 4.
What have you heard, Scotty?
Well, I've heard there was rumors going around about Fantastic Four possibly going to the MCU.
Okay.
And, they can do a lot of things with that. They can do Galactus. They can
properly.
Doctor Doom. Yeah, Galactus was just a cloud in space.
Some sort of stupid little planet, and you have the Silver Surfer in the second. They could have went places with that, and wow.
I don't want to talk about that movie because it was bad.
Even the new one.
The new one was even worse. Did you watch it?
You know what? I think we rambled enough for the first week here. I think people are sick of my voice already. But
maybe. But I'm beautiful. People love me.
He's beautiful. I'm a little bit yappy there, and after a while, I'm surprised his ear hasn't fell off his side of his face yet there. Because trust me, I've been known to be a little bit on the annoying side.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, anyways, guys. That's gonna probably be the end of our episode this week. Next Friday, same place, same time, I would
Yep.
say.
Yeah, I would say
Sounds
so.
good. And yeah, guys, get out there in the
On the
theaters
internet.
and everything, and the YouTube.
Listen, if you guys want to ask us any question, you can. Go to our Facebook page, The Civil Canadians. You can send your messages there, or you can ask us questions. You can do whatever you'd like. Make sure it's not a whole paragraph, because we will not read if it's like a whole paragraph.
Yeah, so my weak little eye, Scotty, I don't think you'll be able to read
Yeah.
past a sentence
Try,
or two. But,
try to keep it at 140 characters if you can.
Yes.
Don't
Short
mind-
and simple, as they used to say, right?
Exactly, because if it's a paragraph, I will not read it. Me-
And I definitely can't see it, so that's
Yeah.
a gimme, right,
Yeah.
Scott? No.
So, please, that'll be nice.
Short, simple, guys. We'll love to hear from you guys. Yeah, just come back and see us next week. Same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Roughly?
Yeah.
on I think. So yeah, enjoy. Get into go to see movies, guys, in the theaters. A lot of cool movies opening up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of cool shows. This Supergirl thing I have to check out, and he has to check out The Flash. Trust me.
I'll get to it eventually, not this week.
And yeah, look for more segments too next week. We will do a little figure review. Scotty will probably talk more about games and whatnot. So
We'll talk about more games next week.
check our website, check our Instagram. We'll post things, guys, like we have been doing.
On the bottom of the screen, I will post our stuff. I will post our YouTube, not our YouTube is already up. I'll post our Facebook.
Contact info, guys.
Yeah, contact our Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff if you guys want. I will do a gaming walkthrough at some point. I just don't know what game yet.
Yeah, and we'll do some trailer reactions too, guys.
Yeah.
That's a little popular thing that's going around.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys probably enjoy us kind of watching and just the reactions on our
Oh yeah,
videos too, right?
my reactions will be priceless, I promise.
Yeah, they will be. That's all I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys.
Yep.
So, anyways,
Thanks again. I'm Scotty V,
and I'm Kansas King.
and we'll see you next week.
Peace out, guys. Take it easy.
Be good.